My next patron question is from Sonia, who wants to know, what are my thoughts on laugh tracks? This is a complicated issue when it comes to television comedies. The whole concept of laugh tracks should be something I'm against. After all, why do we need to be told what the funny parts are? Some jokes can be funny, while others can land with a thud. However, with some exceptions, I don't find laugh tracks to be that distracting. A large reason for this is due to how sitcoms with laugh tracks are usually filmed. Many of them are filmed on a soundstage and look almost like plays, with the way the sets are constructed with no fourth wall. Think Jerry's apartment in Seinfeld, or the coffee shop in Friends, or the bank's living room and kitchen in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. We've been programmed for years to think there is an audience there watching the show, which is true for some and not so true for others. In fact, some of the first television shows to use a laugh track were filmed without an audience. And until the 70s, one person, Charles Douglas, was largely responsible for adding those laughs. He will be called up by the studio, arrive with his machine, and include laughs when needed. He even did this for shows that were filmed in front of a live audience, like I Love Lucy. And Douglas was smart enough to not just add in many of the same laughs every time. He would combine laughs, create new ones, retire familiar ones. Believe it or not, there is an art to the laugh track. With that said, the concept has its flaws. Some shows can overdo the number of times audience laughter is added, removing the believability a live audience is there. I've noticed sitcoms aimed at a younger audience tend to have this problem. Not every line said by those twins is a riot, sweet life. Tone it down. Similarly, I've never been a fan of the more over-the-top reactions, like the shrieks and oohs whenever two characters kiss. I've also always disliked the use of laugh tracks in animated shows, with hanna-barbera being a frequent offender. Even as a child, I was often confused watching the Flintstones and Scooby-Doo and wondering where the audience was. Apparently, hanna-barbera also only used the same 5 laughs, rather than the variety of laughs utilized by Douglas, which made it seem even more mechanical. Even within the entertainment industry, the use of a laugh track is a controversial issue. Larry Gelbart and Gene Reynolds, the original producers of MASH, were strongly opposed to having a laugh track. CBS insisted on including a laugh track, though, to which Gelbart sarcastically responded, just like the actual Korean War. His argument, rightfully so, was that it was inappropriate for a show about army doctors set during a real war. MASH was also filmed largely on outdoor sets, which made it look even more obvious that an audience was not there. They did eventually make a compromise that the laughs would not be included in any operating room scenes, and as the series got more dramatic, the laugh track was used less and less. A neat feature on the MASH DVDs is that you can choose to watch the episodes with or without a laugh track. In recent years, it does seem like the laugh track sitcom is not being produced as much as it used to. There has been a switch towards shows like 30 Rock, The Good Place, and Modern Family that don't utilize the laugh track, and it's understandable why comedy creators have gone this route, as they have more freedom to time the jokes however they want without inserting pauses for the audience reactions. They can even play around with the format, like Parks and Recreation's documentary-like approach, for example. The laugh track has not completely disappeared, though. The Big Bang Theory recently completed an enormously successful 12-season run, and Netflix also did well with their Full House revival. I think networks have been shown the laugh track is not a necessity for having an acclaimed audience favorite, and there's room for variety. You even have creators like Chuck Lorre, who make shows both with and without laugh tracks. So to conclude, it depends on the type of show, how it's filmed, and how the producers choose to implement it. I want to know your own thoughts on the matter too, so let me know in the comments, and thank you for your question, Sonia.